Hey guys, it's Crowbar Zero again, and off to another Pump Up Your Tower. Um, this one I'm going to be going over Van Boost, and said that he's a newer player, and should be a little bit of fun going through here. So let's get rolling. Um, just quickly, first glance, just went straight to the ultimate weapons. Just makes it easier. Um, Great that we've got all three of the main econ ultimate weapons now. We can kind of start getting everything set up so that we can go for it. Looks like he is using Multiverse Nexus right now to help synchronize everything. Um, just looking at everything, and it might be a good idea to get Black Hole first, maybe down to. Hmm. I think for a while now, Multiverse Nexus will be a good crutch. I'm gonna pull up some stuff so that I can reference. Okay, so then. Alright. So I would say let's start off with Multiverse Nexus. We're gonna drop all three of these cooldowns. We're gonna stop Black Hole at 3 minutes. Hear me out on this one. We're gonna stop Black Hole at 3 minutes. These can catch. Well, actually, no. Let me think about this one for a moment. Yeah. Okay. New plan. Um, and I don't know if. Let me just double check. Let's see. Anything about are they free to play or not? I'm guessing they're. I'm guessing they're free to play right now. I don't see anything in this chart at all about like bots. So I'm gonna assume that there's no bots. I'm gonna assume that they're free to play. We're gonna use Multiverse Nexus that it looks like they're already using. So that's good for them on that. Or at least that they have that, and they can get all of their ultimate weapons synchronized up right from the get go. Even if it does add some timing on there, which kind of it sucks because excuse me. Uh, yeah, just what would be the most economical path going forward? Let's see. We've got good. We got how far they've been going and things. It looks like tier one. I don't know how long ago this run was, but it's about wave 5,000 in tier one, unless things have changed. And if they have, please let me know in the comments if it has changed. But in tier one, there are no procs. So tier one might actually be a good spot to farm. And it looks actually have some reliability. Downside is you're not getting the boost that you might get in tier two, but at the same time, you can have prots that come in and clog up your black hole. So yeah, that's where that's at. Hmm. We got decent progress here though on the relics are the relics. I'm not gonna. Oh, 2 years. Oh, okay. So a newer player, but they've had this account running for about 2 years, probably off and on. Um, I usually don't check the relics, but that's kind of a fun note. So I've been playing over 2 years, but not quite at the 3 year mark. As far as progressing to the next one, it looks like overall for the next set of levels for commons, you're not too far away from Fortress. So that's nice. So Fortress might actually be a good one to get another 2 levels in. Obviously, extra defense is really useful. Well, all of these. Um, these. Okay. Oh, you do not want to ban coins. This is so good. This is so good. I mean, if you get it late run, it kind of sucks. But the earlier, like, other than Prickway requirements, this is like numero dos that you want to get. Like, you want to get this pretty quickly. Tower health regen, max health. I think for the kind of the build that we're gonna go with, there's better perks to ban. One of them being, I would say, the cash perk, because you do have Golden Tower. Um, that cash perk is very, very harmful for you. So I would put the cash perk in here, and oof. I'm thinking cash perk, and then I would put free ups. So the reason we're putting free ups in here, which oh, on this one, you could lock coins per kill. That's absolutely fantastic for that module level and all that stuff. Roll out any of the free ups for this slot. Or if you have another one that you can just slap in because you've got an extra rare that you can just boop, there it goes. I would go with that. So you're gonna get rid of your free ups. You're gonna have free ups banned over here. And we are going to devolve your tower. So to be able to do that, let's jump over. Got our main research here. Over here, workshop respec. You're gonna grab that. That's gonna take a little bit of time to finish. Once it does, it's going to cost you 150 gems. And I might not have said this in some of my other videos. Sometimes I'll try to save up to about like 300 just in case I screw up during my respec, and then I can do it again. And it sucks. But just have that like 300, maybe 450 if you're prone to errors, and then just take your time during the respec, making sure that each upgrade that you pick is very, very intentional. Let's see, over here. So this seems fine. And most people, I usually say if you're going to get out of these two, have critical factor being the one that's higher than the other. But for where you're at, this is fine. Um, So it's a very high priority on this. Let's see, you've got lab speed 33. This one's going to be permanent. I've pretty much been saying that in almost all my videos. You want to finish this out. If you're going to be playing for like another year, this will pay itself off after you complete it. So just keep it going all the time. And there's so many things as far as labs to do. You're always going to have labs to do. Like, I'm in a spot where I'm just like always trying to catch up. So if I'm always trying to catch up as much as I can with labs and maybe even trying to get ahead, though recently that hasn't been happening for me. Yeah, you're gonna need lab speed. Absolutely. Um, we got orb speed. That's fun. Um, just looking through. It's nice that they did buff the coin bonus. Like before, I think the coin bonus was a lot. Well, no, I think the max was like when you had to kill enemies with Death Wave. It was like 1.65 times. And though the base level is almost that point, and you just have to like touch people with the effect waves, it's so much better than it used to be. So this will be a good one. Black hole coin bonus, like this is absolutely permanent. If you can get black hole damage in there, it looks like you're lacking the coin right now. But if you can get back into doing black hole damage, that will be very useful. Especially with the strategy direction that we're going to go with for you. Waves required. So, waves required. You can finish this. I would say be intentional about finishing, since you're at this point, be intentional about getting to level 5 and then stop after level 5. So let's say like AR research or waves required level 6, you're not going to get level 6. But the rest of these, like standard perk bonus, you've already done a little bit of this. That's fantastic. This is extremely powerful because it's just going to be a 1% boost to all the things as far as you can get with miscellaneous perks. So defense, absolute defense, your attack, blah 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 blah, everything, and waves required. Very useful. Let's see here. So yeah, given the cost of these, improved trade-off, this is going to be most notably useful for the trade-off on, or the coin trade-off. Very, very good for that. As well as the other trade-offs, but mainly when you're doing this one, you're going for that one. Bots. It looks like you don't have any bots whatsoever, so that's cool. Alright, enemies, not gonna worry about that. Modules. Let's see. Can I bring this over? Ah. There we go. And I just realized that when I'm like pointing with my mouse, some of you guys might not be able to see what I'm pointing at. I'm sorry about that. Usually, if it's just through Discord and not just like one giant pumpkin image, it's a lot easier to navigate through. But yeah, so long-term plan is for building up for that. You're going to common drop chains when you can. If you can't, no big deal. If you can, you can't if you can't. Um, as far as your econ goes, you might be able to grab like reroll shards. You know, an extra one or two. It's not quite a million, but it's nice. Um, Common drop is a little bit more expensive than some of these others, so yeah, I don't know if you've got like your active labs. Yeah, it doesn't show your active labs, but I can see at least this one's being researched. Um, you're researching black hole coin bonus, and that's amazing because this is super good. Let's see, and then you've got lab speed and attack speed. Um, this is a hard call, and you've got warp speed. Hmm. What do we want to go with? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we have all 5 lab slots. You're probably already working on level 5 at this point. So at that point, yeah. As soon as this is over, we're going to switch this. And let's say we're going to dedicate that to module use. We're playing the long game here. But common drop will be very, very valuable. Reroll shards are a pain in the butt to get. So that's very nice. So you can start stashing up on those. Yeah, just kind of float that one slot between modules. And overall, I would say priority. This may change on your like specific. Oops, there we go. This may change on like your particular circumstance at any particular time. But usually, I would say if you have the money, you go like common drop chance, rare drop chance, back and forth between these two. And then I would do module shard cost. Eventually, you'll get shatter shards. That's really nice. That will allow you to get more shards up to like doubling once you finish it out. But that you have not unlocked that yet. That is way down the road. That is very, very expensive and time consuming lab. So not much farther down the road. But yeah. Waves required lab. We'll go to here. When you get the money later on to get more stuff out of here, especially like first perk choice, when you get that and you're able to put like perk wave requirements in there, ooh, the quality of life and the consistency of your runs improves dramatically. Um, but it seems like right now everything for perks is very, very expensive, right? So I'll just leave that. I wouldn't run auto perks. No, there's I wouldn't run auto perks for now. You're way too early, I think, to be doing like auto perk picks and rankings and all of that. Um, yeah, I really wouldn't worry about the auto perks. That's gonna be much farther down the line. After, if you can't afford the next black hole coin bonus, I would say you could dip a little bit into Deathwave coin bonus. Um, for what you have right now, you'll probably get a pretty decent effect out of I'm looking at the recording, going back and forth between seeing this. Yeah. Right, let me move this kind of back. Yeah, so move this one over to Deathwave after that. Um, your orb speed and your attack speed, those are going to be more of your flexible slots. Um, let's keep this one as kind of like your econ related slot. So you could do black hole coin bonus, death wave coin bonus. Oh man, my words are slipping. And then when you've got time in between, jump in and do a little bit of coins per kill. That'll be really nice. So yeah, orb speed, that's not bad. Attack speed, yeah. I'd say biggest thing, let's get the workshop respec done. And yeah, probably jump over from this. Ooh. Oh, I need to move this over so you can see workshop respec. There. You want this. Let's see. Yeah, so this is what I was talking about if I couldn't show it earlier. You want this. This is so good. That's fine. Put cash in there, put free ups in there, roll this out, and then when it comes over to your workshop, when you're able to respec, you're going to respec your attack range down. Now, where you're at, I would probably do like a basically it'll be like an orb devo, probably tier 1, until because you want the longer runs. You want the longer runs so that you can get the perks up and running and get as much as you can, especially that coin trade off, which is like, oh, hey, here's doubling your coins. So good. So yeah, you're going to minimize your attack range, you're going to minimize your attack speed, your critical chance. You can leave your critical factor, that's fine. Damage per meter, multi-shot, rapid fire, all the chances, because you want the minimal number of shots as possible. Over in defense, absolute defense is going to be really nice for you, especially because you're going to be farming T1 or maybe T2. You might take a bit of a hit because of procs, and that's why I'm like preferentially thinking T1. So absolute defense is going to be so amazing to be able to stretch out the length of that run when all of your econ stuff goes off. Black hole is going to draw. There, let's say over on your tower, there's going to be a big chunk of enemies all around your tower. Black hole's going to proc. It's going to pull your enemies off to the side, and you're going to want basically you're going to start with one orb, and that one orb is just going to cut through each of these. So go ahead and you can continue on that orb speed, and then you can get the orbs as far as picked up as for a perk, and that'll add up to 3 of them going all around your tower. As far as your next ultimate weapon goes, I mean, there's a lot that you can boost in these: quantity for death wave, your GT bonus, your black hole size. Let's see, if you add 12 to this, that puts you at 29 seconds. So You can do some labs to boost duration, or you can put some stones in there, either or. But I think for the most part, maybe a little bit in the bonus, a little bit in the size here, and cooldowns are going to be the best bang for your buck, especially the cooldowns. Oh yeah. Going back to devolving your tower. We got those minimized, as well as attack speed, as well as damage per meter. On the defense tab, we're gonna put thorns down to 1%. Now, eventually, you can boost this up a little bit. Just kind of play with, depending on where you're at, because you want to get as many enemies on your tower as possible. But if you can have a higher thorns damage, then that's going to allow enemies to not do as much damage to you, especially later waves. Knockback chance, knockback force, you can devolve those. Orb speed, you want that maximized, but you only want one orb. Shockwave size, I would take that down to nothing at all. You could keep the shockwave frequency, that's fine. If you don't need to mess with it, then you don't need to. Yeah. Landmine chance, I would take that down to 0, so your landmines are not stealing away, from all the enemies that are building up on your tower. Yeah. And then free ups. You're gonna knock out these free ups, and yeah. Now, we'll go with that for now. Just kind of really try to maximize, especially because your durations are on the lower side. We're probably smart missiles is going to be on the higher priority list to grab, because once everything goes off, if you can get smart missiles synchronized to everything, that'll be really powerful. And I would almost say let's try to prep these cooldowns specifically for that. So, smart missiles. Smart missiles, when you first get them, the base cooldown is going to be 3 minutes. So you're going to have to knock this cooldown off at least 20 seconds and get these two down to 3 minutes if you want to synchronize that without the use of Multiverse Nexus. And the reason why I'm thinking about trying to push you towards this as soon as possible, because it's like trying to push you towards success. And success is in several forms. One, if you have smart missiles, you can just completely annihilate any procs that are sitting in your black hole. And two, you can... it's basically going to be your main way of dealing damage in the future. So, smart missiles is so good. If I had to kind of rank everything by damage, and what stage of the game people are at, bullet damage is going to be like punching your enemies. Chain lightning is going to be like slapping enemies with a sedan. Smart missiles is going to be like hitting your enemies with a fully loaded semi. Like it does some juicy damage. It's so beautiful. So yeah, smart missiles will be very nice. Yeah, just work these cooldowns down. Hopefully, and I think there's a couple good ways that you could do this. You could start by getting no. Yeah, while you're using Multiverse Nexus, let's just shoot for getting everything down to 3 minutes. 3-minute cooldown all across the board. It'll be amazing. And then you'll get smart missiles, and you'll jump into probably tier 2, tier 3, something along those lines, and it's going to be amazing. You could try a little bit later on once you're getting more of these cooldowns improved, and maybe tier 2, but right now you only have one black hole. So if you go into tier 2 and there's a prot that decides to sit there in your black hole, that is just a huge, just slap in the face nerf to your coins per second. So let's keep it in tier 1 just so we can maximize as much as we can. Hopefully I covered everything through. There's so much. There's a lot of different avenues, but I think this is probably going to be the easiest to tackle to get all these down to 3 minutes as a near-term goal, and then smart missiles to be added after that. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will catch you later.